Welcome to Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker here at the New York Stock Exchange, bringing you a review of this week's stock market. On Monday, the U.S. announced a new trade deal with Mexico to replace NAFTA. The deal, which requires approval of Congress, will last 16 years and will be reviewed every 6 years. Negotiations with Canada still haven't started yet. Stocks rallied on the news, and both the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite closed at record highs. On Tuesday, the Case-Shiller home price index for June rose 0.1%, and consumer confidence for August rose 5.5 points to 133.4, its highest read since October of 2000. Markets rose slightly on continued trade optimism, with both the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite closing at record highs. On Wednesday, GDP for the second quarter was revised up 0.2% to 4.2%, and the pending home sales index for July declined 0.7%. The EIA petroleum status report for the week ending August 24th saw crude oil inventory decline 2.6 million barrels. Canada joined trade talks with the U.S., and both sides expressed optimism that Canada can be included in the deal already in place with Mexico. Markets rose strongly on the news, along with strength in the tech sector. Once again, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite closed at record highs. On Thursday, jobless claims for the week ending August 25th increased by 3,000 to 213,000, and personal income for July rose 0.3%, while consumer spending rose 0.4%. The PCE price index for July rose 0.1%. Markets fell after a report said that President Trump was in favor of slapping tariffs on an additional $200 billion in Chinese goods in the near future. West Texas Intermediate crude finished at $70.14 a barrel, its highest level in a month. On Friday, markets opened slightly higher as the U.S. and Canada continued trade negotiations, and consumer sentiment for August rose slightly to 96.2. Now let's take a look at some stocks. DSW Inc. announced on Tuesday financial results for its second quarter. Revenue increased 16.4% to $795 million, while comparable store sales increased 9.7%. DSW reported a loss of 48 cents per diluted share, including charges of $1.11. Shares reached over $33 on Tuesday post-announcement. Best Buy Co. Inc. announced second quarter results on Tuesday with domestic revenue of $8.64 billion, 4.4% higher year over year, driven by comparable store sales growth of 6%. International revenue of $740 million increased 10.8% year over year. Shares fell below $76 on Tuesday post-announcement. Box Inc., a cloud content management provider, announced on Tuesday's second quarter financial results with revenue of $148 million, up 21% year over year, and deferred revenue of $301 million, up 25% year over year. Operating margin was up 7%. Box fell to under $24 per share on Wednesday. American Eagle Outfitters Inc. on Wednesday reported earnings per share of 34 cents for the second quarter, compared to 12 cents a year ago. Total revenue increased 14%, and comparable store sales rose 9%, while gross profit increased to $353 million from $293 million a year ago. American Eagle Outfitters fell below $24 per share on Wednesday. Electronic Arts Inc. announced on Thursday that it's revising its net bookings outlook for fiscal 2019, driven by a delay to the Battlefield 5 launch date. Net bookings guidance was lowered from $5.55 billion to $5.20 billion. Shares of Electronic Arts fell to under $116 post-announcement. This is Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker, and I'll see you again next week.